Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode of the vlogs. You probably know what's happened today, so I'm going to hop right into it, and here is today's race, and then after that I'm going to have a little bit of a chat.
The umpire will be keeping a good eye on. The crews to me look pretty straight. The hands go down and I would expect a pretty sharp start. And away we go quickly. Don't need to hang about on the start any longer than we need. This explosion of power. See the Leander Club crew straight up to full length after about 5 strokes. It looks like it's working for them.
And they're getting led then. Strokesy, James Stanhope is no stranger to winning here at Henley. He's been a member of a very strong Brooks programme in recent years, and he'll lead this Leander crew to the Sunday.
4 of this Leander Club crew were part of the Brooks programme, so successful. We've seen their crews elsewhere. They would be so excited if they got to race Brooks tomorrow in the final, but there's a huge obstacle in front of them, which is still the under-23s from the Netherlands, as we see them moving really pretty well together. A mature crew rowing nicely, and this is a Henley race, isn't it? Side by side on the Saturday at Henley, 2:30 on the schedule. The Dutch under-23s here, a little bit smoother, a little bit more relaxation, a bit less aggression, but will this help keep them going down the course, help keep their pace up, I wonder?
Yeah, great racing. And this event is intermediate men's aid, so they're not quite the full internationals, and you're not the club rowers, you're that kind of in-between ground, so it's very high standard.
It's a really high standard as we see this Leander crew. I just took them at about 39 strokes a minute still. To me, the Hollandia crew from the Netherlands looked a little bit more composed, a little bit lower in the rate, and they're just trying to eke out a bit of a lead at the moment. But these are racers from Leander, and I don't suspect they're going to let Hollandia creep away. So under-23 crews here have to stay within these intermediate events. They're not international, they won't go up to the Grand, but they're beyond the club events here at Henley. The Leander Club, this crew stacked full of former internationals, as you say. Cal McBride sitting in that 4 seat, he must have crossed over with you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Within the Great Britain team. So again, intermediate, but no longer at the very highest level during those open events. What do you see going on here, do you think, Jess?
I think these guys are going to be strong, and I think they'll be physical. They've all been here before. They're definitely been in GB vests, and they'll know how to race down this course. Just depends how long they've been in this crew for. Can this Dutch under-23 crew just eke out? They look quite relaxed, these guys.
There really is something about them right from the start. They've had totally impassive faces, haven't they? Just relaxed, just no gritting of teeth, no movement in those cheeks. They're just smoothly going along, being loose and relaxed, and almost like they're enjoying themselves out there, but they won't be. We absolutely know it. They'll be working so hard, those quads will be burning, their backs will be burning, they'll be drawing everything out they can out their arms to finish each stroke off. But they're able to do it in a relaxed kind of way and in a very applied kind of way, so there's nothing wasted.
We've seen a lot of Dutch crews here at this regatta in 2019, and this is textbook Dutch rowing, I would say. The long, silky rowing, the loose, relaxed face, the long arms. Can the Leander boys over here, the Buckingham Station, the left of your screen, and they stay in contact and see how much pressure they can put these boys under coming through the middle of this race now?
Well, it's this difficult third quarter now, isn't it, where things are really hurting, and this Dutch crew have just started to ease this out now. It's about half a length, and the Leander crew now, if they're going to come back, they probably need to really start making something happen now. You have a look along these faces, showing just a few more signs of pain. Richard Hawkins there in that 2 seat, but it still looks pretty solid, I think, as we look at it. They're coming along. You say they've been here before, they are experienced, but Cameron Buchan in the 7th seat there, he's been before, but he lost in the final of the ladies by 3 feet, and he doesn't want to be in that position again. He wants to come through, he wants to win his way through to the Sunday final. As we look across the faces now of this Dutch crew, still moving nicely. And is it a rhythm? Can you see the rhythm there, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's really quite rhythmical. I think it's quite loose up in their arms. They're letting their arms do the work, the legs do the work, sorry. But this is the Leander crew. Hold on your left-hand side. Just panned out. Have actually squeezed. I'd say it's about half length now.
Well, yeah.
Are they moving?
It was definitely more than half a length. I think they were just starting to move back, and when we get this absolute over-the-head shot, that is definitely less than a half-length lead for the crew from the Netherlands on the right of the shot. So Leander are coming back. The question is, will they be able to keep the momentum? Will they be able to keep coming back? Or will the crew from the Netherlands be able to respond? When you look at this, the blade roll is great in both crews.
The problem with these big eights is when you're up in the stern, up in the 7 seat, the back of the boat, 6 seat, 7 seat, stroke seat, you can't see that boat anymore, but the bows, they're maybe shouting a word or two, like we're moving, we've got them, they're right here, and that energizes the crew. Once that starts happening, big things can happen, and I think the Leander boys are actually coming right back on them now, Greg.
Well, I think they were brave, the Leander boys. Jamie Stanhope in the stroke seat. Looked like they tried to take it up early. They went for it early. The Netherlands, I think, responded and checked that move. It looks to me like Leander are going again. They're going again now in front of the grandstand. They're coming towards our commentary position. I reckon it's about a minute left, if that. Can Leander do it?
They're kind of sticking there. Can they take another seat? That's what the cox is going to be shouting. Rory Copus in that coxing seat. Can we take one more seat? The Dutch in 23 seem like they're just holding on here.
Well, they're passing the progress board. The Dutch will be hanging on by their fingernails. Don't worry if they look relaxed. They won't be. They'll be hanging on, hoping this finish line is going to come, begging for this finish line to come. And here it comes. It will appear, and they will hear that beep, and they will know they can stop. They can check the march of Leander, and they have won by about half a length.
And we have made it back to the house. I've had a little bit of time after the race. As you saw the footage there, we lost the sort of semi-final on day 4 of Henley Royal Regatta. I've posted a lot after a race about failure, and today there wasn't a failure. So previously on the vlogs I've been posting, say dealing with failure, it's because something wasn't right, or the race that we did, or that I felt there was something that you could say, okay, this is what we did wrong, and we failed to do what we can do, and therefore failed to get the result that we thought we would be capable of. So today, I wouldn't describe it as a failure at all. Obviously, maybe not a success, because we didn't win today's race, and therefore can't make it to the final. But the race we put together as our crew, I couldn't be more proud of the guys in the boat today. We raced to our plan. We've been struggling a little bit throughout the season to race to get a full piece, a full run down the track, all right. We've got the start here, the finish there, the middle there, but never in one piece, one race. And today we managed to do that, and that's probably the fastest we've ever went as well. So it's really good to have that in an actual race. But unfortunately, the crew we were racing went even faster. So they went 5:54 for the 2,112 meters, which is actually right now the grand record, the event above us. So, and we broke the original ladies plate record as well. I think it was 58 or 9, and we went 56, but we lost. So the new record is now to Hollandia, and congratulations to those guys, and we'll see how they get on against Brooks University tomorrow. I think that race is going to be epic. So what happens now? What happens today after the race? So recovery is still important, making sure my body is getting the fuel in, etc., because remember, food is fuel, and making sure that I'm mentally ready to go for the next step. And I'm going to make another video probably next week about sort of what goes on now over the summer. But obviously there's still another day of Henley Royal left, and we're going to see how that goes, all of the finals. So basically the races get tighter and tighter and tighter. We've already had some victories that have been won by that, so tomorrow I think is going to be just a bunch of outrageous racing, and I'm looking forward to watching it from the spectator side tomorrow. And also the reason why I've actually got this shirt on, so I changed into my Yam Squad shirt because the support from you guys, not only today, yesterday, over the Henley sort of last week or so, but the whole year and the entire time I've been trying to push the community. And also a shout out to everyone. I've been getting messages just yam on it, go, good luck, etc. And none of them have gone unnoticed, but I can't respond at this rate to all of them. So they don't go unnoticed, and thank you so much for sending them and they do spur me on, and I let all the guys know the messages that you send, and they appreciate it too. And all the shouts down the course today and yesterday, it was really pumping me up and really getting me going. And I'm sure the other guys that were getting, the crowds were insane today. Obviously not all Yam Squad related, but just that is sort of Henley Royal Regatta in a nutshell. It's like rowing as close as you can into a stadium, especially when you come into the steerage enclosure the last couple of 100 metres, when there is thousands of people cheering for the boats, especially when the race is pretty close. But thank you so much to the Yam Squad once again, and I really appreciate that you're following in my journey, and a lot of people share their journey as well, and the journey does not stop here. So that's kind of a hint what's going on. But over the summer, another hint, doing something a little bit different, changing things up a little bit, but I'll speak about that next week, and then we'll go to Henley Royal Regatta tomorrow and see what happens, see what I can film, and say hello to everyone on the bank. But that will be it for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, so proud of the guys in the race today. I don't think we couldn't have went 2 seconds faster. We put everything on the line. We were getting to the end of the course and struggling. That the Hollandia boat was. That they're outrageous. That's awesome for them. Congratulations to them. And then obviously going on to the final tomorrow. So good luck to them and good luck to Brooks as well. But now I'm going to chill out, relax, enjoy my weekend, and then we're not going to get to full-time training. I'm going to have a bit of a taper down, but again, that's for next week. And as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Thank you so much to everyone who has sent the messages of support. And on the YouTube channel as well, I've been sent screenshots of just when we were racing. The amount of support for the Yam Squad going down the course was just insane. So thank you very much for that as well. And have a good one.